Hey guys, Marcinkin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we have all of the heroes summonable EZAs in the game now. The Extreme Z battle came out today, despite the fact the main banner doesn't come out until next week. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed this Extreme Z battle, even from like the early stages. The bosses had loads of HP. I think on stream it took an hour and 20 minutes to do the 30 stage EZA for the heroes one, which is absolutely insane considering we were using the team weaknesses was just heroes and we were using the full 200% team. But it is what it is. We've got our 8 units EZA'd. We're going to start doing the showcases, and we're going to start off with the XENO VEGETA. I wanted to try this guy out because this is a unit that I was looking forward to the EZA to try him on a non-heroes team. Plus, I think it'll be cool to use him on the team when we do like the God Trunks EZA showcase, because he'll be giving him a ton of support. Because of course he is a Vegeta family support unit. So the Super Saiyan XENO VEGETA, I haven't touched his hidden potential. I'm gonna probably have to redo a bunch of the heroes units, but as a stacking unit he definitely does want a little bit of additional. He's not really on the team to do damage, so he should probably change some of his crit to dodge, but it is what it is, right? So he's got a 150 lead for Vegeta family after his EZA, and his super attack is greatly raise attack and defense, infinite stack, supreme damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers attack. So obviously attack lowering is still relevant in some events now, so that's quite good. And then yeah, his passive attack and defense 150. He guards all attacks and launches a guaranteed additional super for his first turn only, which is pretty good. Like stacking units getting any way to do additional supers, especially early on, is really good. Then he gets an additional attack and defense 150% when there's another Vegeta family or heroes ally on the team. So it just has to be one other ally on the team, and then he gets the buff. Vegeta family allies 3 key and attack and defense 50%, and then he gets an additional 77% attack when performing a super, and launches an additional attack with a high chance to become a super if there is another hero's ally attacking in the same turn, or an extreme class enemy when attacking. So I wanted to try him out here on the Vegeta family team. I mean, it is Vegeta family / Super Saiyans, right? But because we're going to be keeping him on main rotation, we're going to have the physical Super Saiyans on the other turn. So Broly is kind of the only unit like floating around who isn't a Vegeta family character. And we're going to see how he gets on. So we're starting out at 275k defense, which means when he gets his first super attack off, remember he's getting a 50% raise. So he's going to be going up to about 140. On the first turn, he gets a guaranteed additional super. Sorry, it goes up by about 100 and... Well, it's actually... yeah, it's about 140. So he goes up to like 400-ish plus. But then he gets a guaranteed additional super on turn 1. So he'll be about 5.5, like 100,000 defense with guard. And then, of course, because we have an extreme enemy, we have a chance to do another additional, and then we could get the additional from the hidden potential as well. So we'll go ahead and see how well he can get on here. We're doing the Broly Memorable Battle, which is one of the difficult events from the anniversary that is actually against an extreme class enemy. Because that is the thing, right? We are getting a lot of content now coming out that is like the difficult content, where we're fighting super class enemies, which means you're going to want to be running this Vegeta with heroes allies, otherwise he isn't getting that last part of his passive active. And I mean, something like Janemba, I don't know if the Janemba fight is a great place to be taking this guy. I mean, he does have guard on the first turn and the guaranteed extra supers, but I'm not sure. That event does kind of invalidate like 90% of the units in the game. I mean, TEQ VEGETA is not particularly great against Janemba either, right? So, but TEQ VEGETA getting a lot of support here from the XENO VEGETA, which is obviously good. And then yeah, let's see how we start off here. Bear in mind we've got no support, so basically 8 million as his first attack stat is pretty good. We get a guaranteed additional super, so he goes up to 8.6. And then we get the passive, has a high chance to become a super, it did not. And then hidden potential we did get, but it was only a normal. So 2 supers in the first turn. So we'll see what he's looking like at start of turn. Obviously, I really want to see the rotation where we have King Vegeta in slot 3 as well. So see King Vegeta going to be providing a ton of support, getting the huge buff himself from having a Vegeta on rotation, and then obviously getting the 50% support from XENO VEGETA as well. So that'll be a really good turn for this guy. So a bit of a shame we only got the 2 additional normals. He is a unit that is going to be obviously looking much better depending on your RNG. Like if you get 4 supers in the first turn, 'cause we did 4 attacks, but 2 of them were normals. If you get 4 supers in the first turn, then obviously the start of turn 2 for him is going to look very, very good with his stats. But we'll see, you know, what he's going to look like with 2 supers. Actually, King Vegeta's in slot 7. So he'll be on the next turn with Vegeta. So he will have a lot higher defense than he should from just 2 supers because he'll be getting that support. But at least we'll be able to see what it is. And of course, now that they've been on rotation once, we are going to see the support from the physical Super Saiyan trio as well. Because they're going to now be providing 77% defense for all allies for 2 turns. Which means that Xeno Vegeta is going to have that defense as well. So his start of turn defense on this next turn should be absolutely ridiculous, because he's going to have the physical trio buff and the King Vegeta support in slot 3. So let's see. Obviously we are going to take out Broly here with the TEQ Vegeta, and then we can move on to the next phase. Obviously, being a stacking unit, he is going to be better in longer events, and the meta has kind of shifted back towards like slightly shorter, like difficult events at the moment, but obviously he could still be useful as long as he can stack quickly enough. I mean, this guy already, with all the support as well, TEQ Vegeta at 850 and Xeno Vegeta, yeah, is at 720k. Now, bear in mind, he doesn't have guard anymore, so, you know, I don't know how hard this Broly actually supers for. But Broly could still potentially do some solid damage to him. But we'll see. Okay, Broly's just going to super in slot 1 anyway. So Vegeta should be fine considering we've got full HP. He's got guard. So shouldn't take much from this. Yep. And then he gets the defense buff. Obviously, as he gets hit anyway, that's why that attack doesn't do that much damage. And he's at 8.37 in terms of his attack with the support from both the Xeno Vegeta and King Vegeta. That's a lot of support on the 1 turn. Be interesting to see what Blue Evolution Vegeta looks like as well when he floats into slot 3 on this turn. Because that's the thing, this guy, realistically, we're keeping him on rotation because it's a showcase for him. But realistically, you're going to use him as a floating support unit, which is why it's always a bit of a interesting design choice when they give floating support units stacking. Because they're not going to be on as many turns, they don't get as many chances to stack. But 9.3 into a 10 million here, that's the one from his passive that could have been a normal. And then we get the hidden potential, but unfortunately that's only a normal as well. So 2 supers on the first turn, 2 supers on the second turn. Oh, Broly can super twice, but there you go, Xeno Vegeta with the dodge, let's go. Would have been interesting to see how much damage that actually does, but 6.4 for King Vegeta. Not as high as we can see from King Vegeta because he doesn't share a lot of links with Xeno Vegeta. Xeno Vegeta, of course, being a shattering the limit unit and not fierce battle as well, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, pretty solid turn from him there. And then yeah, I mean, this team, the team build, like this Vegeta team is very, very strong. Like I imagine there's no way that Broly survives this turn, right? TEQ Vegeta able to do okay damage early on as he's building up, but obviously he does have type disadvantage here. But then the physical trio and Broly between them should do a pretty significant amount of damage. Vegeta going to get some additionals off. Obviously we have the trio, so we have a unit whose name includes Goku on the rotation, so he's able to get the extra chance to do another attack, although getting a normal without a crit. Then we get another additional super, so all the stacks, the more stacks the better. No crits though, so not ideal. The Super Saiyan trio do only get a 170 lead from Vegeta, and my Super Saiyan trio is only 55%, so they're not going to be going crazy on this team, but they're obviously still a very solid unit. Providing all that extra defense to everybody is really good. Like 12 million attack stat for a Dokkan Fest LR, like, is not necessarily insane, but obviously with them, with everything else that they do, the fact that they tank incredibly well and are giving everybody else a massive defensive buff, I would say that for 55%, like them doing a 12 million attack there is pretty decent as well. So, and then yeah, Broly obviously goes crazy in slot 3, gets a bunch of extra attacks and stuff, so Yeah, he's absolutely going to finish off the other Broly here. Yeah, there we go. Up to 11.7. Yeah, I do love this team. The TEQ VEGETA team's gotten some interesting buffs, like, since his release. Obviously, for Global, we knew that the anniversary was going to bring Broly and Gogeta to buff his team. But yeah, definitely a fun team. Okay, so let's see. We got 827k defense on turn 2 here. Royal Lineage Prodigies prepared for battle. Oh yeah, of course, this guy doesn't have Super Saiyan, which has always been very weird. I mean, I guess we could just transform this Vegeta, but I think we're only going to gain Super Saiyan, which will give us some extra attack and no extra defense. Yeah, why not? I mean, we're not going to be stacking anymore, so it's not really the optimal decision, but we'll go ahead and do that. Grab that for you. And then do this. Alright, so we'll see what we get. So Vegeta gets his defensive buff. He got hit first, which means he's going to get an extra attack, and he also gets the action break as well. But of course we get supered. He's already got his defensive buff now, though, and we have type advantage plus guard. So, yeah, double digit damage. And then he does an 11 mil attack. Obviously, we could have kept stacking for longer, but might as well get the extra link for Xeno Vegeta and see what he's going to do here. But of course, Vegeta now gets the guaranteed additional. Well, it's got a pretty decent amount. I don't know if this is this my one? No, it's the friend one. I didn't check the friend one's build, but I'm assuming, hopefully, they've got a bit of additional at least in the kit, right? Because that's the what you want to be going for Vegeta. Yeah, the quad super turn up to 14.6. So definitely benefiting from this support here from Xeno Vegeta. There's the action break, and then yeah, Xeno Vegeta 10.5. Don't get the second super. Can I get the hidden potential? Another. He's hidden potential normaled every turn. Super annoying. Because if he got at least 2 supers on this turn, I think he could be over 1 million defense at this point. Because yeah, he's tanking all these normals for double digit damage, but a super attack there from Broly could potentially be GG. I think he's a little under 1 million defense at this point now. So, I mean, still solid for a support unit. Like, he's going to tank most normals, but that's where you got to be very careful. Like, if he's not getting multiple additionals, especially early on, against some of the tougher bosses, we are going to have to worry about how well he's going to tank, even against normal attacks in some situations. So, let's put you there and do that. Because then yeah, I can see where the orbs are going to lie, so we can get the 3 AGL orbs for King Vegeta. Plus, obviously, the extra links for TEQ Vegeta is good. I'm going to finish. How much health has he got left? Okay, yeah. We will be finishing him off this turn. Is this the final phase? Actually, yeah, because this is the actual LR, like the full power LR Broly, right? So is this the last phase? It's just a thing, I guess, at the moment as well, with, unless they're on the Heroes team, like needing an extreme class enemy is a bit awkward for the Xeno, Goku and Vegeta, because most of the difficult content that's come out recently is all against super class enemies. So, because I was going to do, a lot of the time, because it's a bit of a longer event, I do the, like, Boo Absorption, like, Red Zone stage, but it's not, like, not as long when you've got a lot of, like, really powerful units on the team. Oh, yeah, of course, the final stage is the trio. And we do have type disadvantage against them, so this will be interesting to see what we hit here. So we're at 965k defense. That's what they were at. Like, that's what he was at post super last turn. So we will go over 1 million defense on this turn. So we'll do that. And then, well, should I transform Broly? Probably not, because his domain's not going to help Xeno Vegeta. Yeah, it just increases the damage he receives as well. And buffs the boss. So yeah, that seems kind of stupid. Alright, so we'll just do this then. And let's see what he does. So bear in mind we can't dodge against the Broly trio. So let's see, 11 mil. Yeah, I mean, Vegeta putting out some solid attack stats, considering we transformed him like quite early. I would say that that's pretty decent. Still going as well. Now we just need to see what Xeno Vegeta. I hope we never got the like crazy. We never got a turn where we got 3 or more supers, did we? Which is a little bit unfortunate. But there's the one. Okay, there's the second one from the passive. Goes up to 11. So he's well over 1 million defense at this point. And then finally the hidden potential becomes a super. So 12 mil, triple super turn. At this point he's going to be at like what, 1.1, 1.2 mil. But if he gets supered, especially by a physical boss, it's going to be GG. Fortunately though, only a normal. He takes double digit damage, and then obviously Broly is going to do a ton of damage here, which means we're not going to get another turn. Like, there's no way these guys survive the next rotation. So yeah, Xeno Vegeta seems pretty good. Obviously longer events are going to be better for him. If there's not an extreme class enemy, then ideally you want to be running at least one hero's ally so that he can get that extra super chance as well as the extra attack. The extra attack's not super important because, like I say, he's a support unit. Like, you're not really putting him on the team to do damage. But with that extra 77% attack, like, he's hitting decent attack stats, right? The fact that we got up to like 12 million for a support unit, I would say, is pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to quit out here just because we're not going to get another turn anyway. But one thing I did forget to do before we started was to put a sticker on him. So I do want to see the sticker effect, because he does have the Ki Blast like thing in his art, which usually those end up looking pretty decent. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not as I mean, the Super Saiyan aura as well looks pretty decent. But yeah, there you go. So that is the Xeno Vegeta with his EZA. I think he's pretty good. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.